Happy cooking. Today is actually Happy New Year. So today we're gonna make a delicious recipe. It's actually a very simple, easy recipe, plant-based. It's actually Canton style noodles. And so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna use the big, large wok lid. So that way we don't have to use another plate. We wanna make it simple. We wanna make it easy for you. So we have over here a handful of garlic. Okay, so what we're gonna do is you can put them on the hand like this and then just start turning. Or if you like, you can actually take the garlic and put it on the back and just press with the guide. And then they come. So as I said, I prefer to put them in my hand so in that way I know that every single one of them is cut. And now this is the large wok right here. So I haven't heated up yet. So we're gonna turn it to medium. And then I'm gonna add the garlic first. Now, next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to use onions. So you notice how I put it into a quarter and then I just take that one little end. So we can use the same number 4 cone as well if we want to do sliced onions. So you notice how quickly that is and easy? And then just slow down as you're coming towards the edge. Add this to the garlic. Now, let's saute for a little bit. We're not using any water. We're not using any oil. And so we want to make sure that we're just roasting the garlic with the onions. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to use celery. Celery is really high in selenium and it's also high in sodium. So you can actually, this is the type of sodium you can have when you are being restricted by salt. Now we're going to use the number 2 cone. If you notice, like it's going to give you more of a stringy edge. So when you're doing the carrots, you can put it straight up for a shorter cut or longer. So now let's take the carrots and add them to that part as well, to the other vegetables. Now we have lemongrass. And you can actually buy the lemongrass and then grow it in your home. So I sometimes take little pieces from one plant and put it into the other one. So let's add that lemongrass, which has a beautiful, delicious lemon flavor. For protein, we're going to use, and fiber, we're going to use like king oyster mushrooms. I love these kind of mushrooms because they have kind of like, it's kind of like a consistency of meat. So when you cut it, you can actually cut like big chunks, and when you bite into it, it's so delicious because it's firm and also gives you that taste almost as if you were having a piece of meat. What we're going to use is, these are the noodles. These have not been cooked yet. If you notice, they're still dry. So just press them a little bit in the bowl, just like so. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add them to the vegetables without having to cook them, okay? So what we'll do is just add them into here. Also, we're gonna use some Napa cabbage as well. Napa cabbage, family of the cabbage, all of these type of vegetables that help you stop tumor growth in the body. So make sure that you have as much as these vegetables, cruciferous vegetables, as much as possible. Very easy to make. And so any of the harder part, like the root, just leave it out and just cut it into smaller pieces. Maitake mushrooms, I love maitake mushrooms because, again, they're a great source for protein as well. They're a great source as well for helping the body carry out any toxicity. They fight sometimes parasites, so have as many mushrooms as you can in your diet. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get the ginger. You can take some fresh ginger, and then we're going to use the number 1 cone. All of these cones have a number on the back, so that's how you'll remember. And now we're going to take it, peel and all. And this one right here is more like a Thai ginger because it's more of a young, they call it galangal. But you can use either ginger or galangal. So take the juice completely out. And then I'll leave just a few in there for the flavor. And then I have holy basil. I love the holy basil because it really does work on the spirit. Just put that in there. And the leaves. And the last but not least is bean sprouts. And so we're using the vegetables. We're using all the moisture from the vegetables. And the reason why we can do this is because with Salad Master, it has completely even heat distribution, so it cooks 360 degrees around. So there's no need to to boil things in advance or to add a lot of water. So how much water I'm going to use? Just half a cup of water to moisturize the vegetables. And then we're going to add some tamari, organic tamari sauce. So how much you can use? Maybe about half a cup as well. And then the last thing that I'm going to add is organic sesame oil. So just like approximately 1 tablespoon, you cover it. Make sure that there's no food around the edges here. You cover it, leave it at medium, wait till the vapor valve clicks. Once the vapor valve clicks, you turn it down to low, and then you actually, once the vapor valve clicks, you open it, you mix it all up, then you put the cover back on and turn it down to low and let it cook for another 5 minutes. So this dish should be ready in about 10 minutes tops. And so now what we're gonna do is also we're gonna add the 5 Chinese spice. This is my favorite. There's a lot of different medicinal properties in these spices right here. So let's mix it up really good. And this is ready to go now. Look at how beautiful. I love, oh, and the smell is absolutely divine. So let's try it out. So if you're celebrating the holidays, the New Year, this is the perfect dish. So let's try it. Oh my goodness, this looks amazing. I don't know. See if I can use these right now. Perhaps I should just use the fork. To live for. Visit us at Happy Cooking at www.happycookingco.com and visit us at our longevity cooking class where you can actually taste some of these delicious plant-based recipes. Until then, have a happy, healthy, and wealthy day.